Alright everyone, this video is primarily for the free-to-play players, the low spenders, and just people who cannot create gems out of thin air with their credit card and their wallets. And this video is a warning, telling you guys that this is the time right now. This is the time to start to save for something. And I know it's going to sound crazy considering there is just so much insanity going on right now. We still have Lost Vein Meliodas for a couple weeks. We've got the Valentine's units coming up. We've got the New Year's units coming up. There's going to be a lot of other incredibly tempting banners coming in the future as well. And I'm not saying that you guys should not summon on them at all. What I'm saying right now is if you are free to play or low spender and you do not have many gems at all and you don't plan on buying any gems anytime in the near future, you really want to start to consider saving for Goddess Elizabeth. And I say this for many different reasons. The most important thing is the timing and the timeline of the game. The reason why I say this right now is the amount of gems that we're going to be able to end up getting for free over the next couple of months, and the fact that the Goddess Elizabeth banner is very likely to come out sometime in December or early January at the absolute latest. It's really not going to be too much earlier than that, but it's also probably not going to be too much later. Obviously, nothing is confirmed, so we do not know exact dates at this time, but we have a very, very good understanding based off of the way things are going on global and also the JP timeline. And I know the JP timeline is not an exact reference to when we are going to get things on global, but it still gives us that rough idea. And worst case scenario, she's going to be released, sometime in January, and still that'll give you enough time to prepare so that you end up getting those gems. And if you look here on the JP timeline, Lost Vein Meliodas came out March 26th. Goddess Elizabeth only came out a couple of months later, May 28th. That's really not that long. You can see there really were not a whole lot of banners on JP from the release of Lost Vein Meliodas to Goddess Elizabeth. Now on global, of course, we know that the Valentine's units are coming out. We know that the New Year's units are coming out. And there are definitely still some units that we are missing that we have not yet gotten. But even with those units, it's not going to add a whole lot of extra time. It's still going to be, maybe 3.5 months at the absolute latest, and the earliest we could definitely be looking as soon as sometime in early December. Now, the other important thing is how many gems can you end up getting for free each month as a free-to-play player? Well, assuming that you have almost no gems right now, I don't know exactly how many gems you guys have. You can, of course, let me know in the comments, but let's just say you have no gems. You're completely out. Zero. If you have 0 gems, this timeline right now, if you start to prepare at this point, it's going to give you enough time to make sure that you can end up getting that 900 gem milestone so you can get a guaranteed copy of her. And that's because you're looking at roughly between 350 to 500 free gems per month as a free-to-play player. And I know that is a big difference right there, 350 to 500. We don't know exactly every single month in detail. Some months are going to have a lot more events and a lot more ways to get free gems than other months. So you can actually even get more than 500 per month completely free to play. I don't think you can really get too much less than 350, even if you guys don't play the game all day long and are super hardcore. You should be able to get somewhere between that benchmark of 350 to 500 free gems per month. And even if you have 0 gems right now, this will give you enough time to the release of the Goddess Elizabeth banner, worst case scenario, to make sure that you are going to be able to get the 900 gems to get her. And the absolute worst case scenario is even when her banner comes out, it's not like she's going to go away the next day. It's going to be out for a while, hopefully a month, but it's still going to be out for a while. And even if you don't have the 900 gems the day that her banner actually comes out, you will be able to end up getting the full 900 gems to get yourself a guaranteed copy of her before she does go away. And the other really good news too is if you take a look at the actual box reward, this is another reason why you might not want to go insanely crazy, super deep on the Lost Vein banner, is because Goddess Elizabeth is going to be coming out sometime in the next couple of months, and that will give you another opportunity to go for copies of Lost Vein Meliodas. Not only is he going to actually be in the drop pool with the same drop percent chance as Goddess Elizabeth, both at 0.25%, but also at the 900 gem milestone right now on the Lost Vein Meliodas banner. Obviously, because he's the only festival unit that we actually have, you can't pick any other reward besides getting a copy of Lost Vein Meliodas. But with the Goddess Elizabeth banner, it's almost like an upgrade to the festival banner that we have right now in basically every way, because not only do you have a chance to get both Goddess Elizabeth and Lost Vein Meliodas, but you'll also be able to pick at 900 gems between Goddess Elizabeth and Lost Vein Meliodas. So even if you do somehow get really lucky and you pull a copy of her before 900 gems, you could still end up getting another copy of Lost Vein. So, you know, unless you're a super whale, I would definitely not recommend going for 6 out of 6 Lost Vein up until this point. So this is a great opportunity to keep in mind the efficiency that you can end up getting from this banner in the future as well. In all of this, I say, I know there's a lot of really awesome, crazy units that are going to be coming out in the near future. I know a lot of people are really looking forward to, you know, Zeldris and Shin. Maybe not, well, I guess Droll. There's a lot of really awesome stuff that's going to be coming up in the near future. But you really have to make decisions, especially as a free-to-play and low spender. And I'm not saying don't do any summons at all on any other banner, but if you don't spend money, this is the time to keep in mind that you want to have that 900 gems prepared for when her banner comes out. And when her banner does come out, the reason why she's so good is because of her passive. I mean, obviously, she's really good for other reasons as well, but she's going to make Lost Vein Meliodas seem absolutely insane. You can have some opinions about him now, especially if you only have him at 1 out of 6. I know some people might feel he's a bit underwhelming at 1 out of 6, but when Goddess Elizabeth does come out, especially with her passive, an ally is going to die, recovers HP by the amount before death, and revives the hero, as well as her extremely defensive skill kit that has a stun on rank 2, a 2-turn stun on rank 3, as well as a barrier effect that does not allow bonus damage to be applied, and a super awesome ultimate that has a reflect as well. I mean, she is so insanely good, especially if you end up getting multiple copies of her. So she's not just good for Lost Vein Meliodas, she's very good alone, and she's absolutely a unit that you are going to want to get. Everybody else, I'm not going to make comments about other units in particular. I know there's some huge temptations, but keep your eye on the prize. The next really big prize is Goddess Elizabeth. So I wanted to let you guys know this information right here because it's going to be very tempting. I say that 3 times because it is the truth. This is going to be incredibly tempting over the next couple of months. And trust me when I say that Netmarble is doing this on purpose. You know, we have Mono, which came out on her own banner. She did get buffed. Probably not the biggest temptation. If you guys are able to resist that, that's a good sign that you'll be able to save up for Goddess Elizabeth. We still have a couple weeks left on Lost Vein, so keep that in mind, is that you could still summon on him, so that's going to be a huge temptation, but with the Valentine's and the New Year's units coming out, 6 new units that all have crazy effects for death matches and hell raids, it's going to be insanely tempting to dump all your gems on those. And I would say, if you guys know that if you dump gems on the Valentine's and New Year's units, and you're not going to be able to get back up to 900 gems before Goddess Elizabeth comes out, I would consider skipping out or maybe not going too hard on the summons on those banners. Even though it's tempting, I think that you will end up regretting it if you don't get to the 900 milestone before Goddess Elizabeth comes out. So anyway, that's going to be my ending note here. I think you guys get the idea here. I know that this video was important, and I wanted to get this out there because I really don't want you guys to feel bad or realize you don't have enough gems when Goddess Elizabeth comes out. So with that being said, that's going to be it for today. I hope that you guys enjoyed. If you did and you want more videos like this in the future, consider subscribing to the channel. Feel free to toss a quick like as well. It really does mean more than you can imagine. So a huge thank you to all of you guys who decided to do that. We are at over 10,000 subscribers now, so thank you everyone. You guys are absolutely awesome. And more Grand Cross Global videos should be popping up on the screen right about now or in the suggested videos to right or below. More guides, tutorials, and fun videos just like this on the channel. Feel free to check them out, but if not, until next time, take care everyone. This is Salt the Salty Goat, signing out.